Hey, it's Stephanie Staples here, just sharing a little news of something that happened this week. So, as you may or may not know, me and a couple of colleagues co-founded this Nurses Week Resiliency Reboot, putting on this huge event. It just blew up, way bigger than we ever imagined. Lots of backstage technical stuff, lots of things we've never done before, none of us have done before. We ended up hiring like a whole bunch of extra people. It was a big deal. The day before the event, we get this nasty email from this lady who's had a whole bunch of trouble registering or logging in, and she gave, she kind of told us in no uncertain terms that we had done things not correctly, and this was supposed to be reducing stress, and it was causing her more stress, and she was going to let the person who gave it to her know how this was not a good thing, etc., etc. So as you can imagine, these three people pleasers were all quite devastated with this email, and we don't know what to do. And Tammy, our event concierge, sends her a really nice email trying to make things up easier for her. And Sarah sends a video, which is like, offering more and explaining and helping and empathizing. And I decided I would give her a phone call at the risk of being too overly apologetic. I thought, I'm just going to give her a phone call and just see. I was sure it would be her answering machine, but she actually answered the phone. And when I told her who I was, I just said, I'm really sorry. I could feel your frustration in that letter. And I actually could, because, sometimes it's not that situation that kind of pushes you over the edge, but it's like just this accumulation of other things that are not going right. And then this final little thing happens where like, this should not be so bleeping hard, and it just pushes you over the edge, and then you end up like in a pool of tears. Well, that's what happened to me. Anyway, I could just imagine that that's what happened to this lady. So I kind of said that to her and apologized ahead of time to say that I'm going to be swearing here, but sometimes you just feel like this shouldn't be so hard. And she's like, exactly, that's exactly how I felt. And then she said after I sent it, she said, I'm really sorry. I regretted sending it, that I probably shouldn't have pushed the send button. I was just super frustrated. And anyways, we ended up talking for like a good 10 minutes. And at the end of the day, she has plans to come to Vancouver Island, and we're friends now. Like it was an amazing turnaround. So all this to say, so many lessons, I think, from this little experience. One is that, this woman, she bothered to take her time and write the letter, which, even though it was a little bit angry, it was really helpful to us. It helped us make things better. Two, the three of us debriefing the conversation, thinking what else could have gone into this. Is this all about us? Is this maybe somewhere where she was at? Is there something we can do to improve the process? So that was a great debrief as well. Watching everybody kind of take their stab at trying to make things better for her, and we luckily did, but sometimes you don't make things better, but we tried. And just her graciousness in receiving our apologies. She was so grateful for the call and everything that we had done to try and make things better, and her openness to making things to moving to the next stage of it. So now I have a new friend. We have new friends, and I wouldn't have that if I didn't get that complaint letter. So sometimes, not taking things so personally, the old Q-tip principle, quit taking it personally, is really valuable. Take the information that you can get and do what you can with it, and the rest, sometimes you just gotta let it go. Anyways, I have a new friend.